You've heard lots of people talk about the new Earth, but has anybody actually ever explained to you how this is going to play out? So as a psychic and a channel, I was given the date window over 2.5 years ago of June, July 2024. Since then, I've become aware of lots of things which point towards the same time. So in Chinese metaphysics, for example, we are moving from period 8 into period 9, which is much more spiritual age. That happens around this time. Also, we've got Pluto, which is moving into Aquarius, and this is the first time this has happened in our lifetime, and it usually signals the fall of empires, like the Roman, etc. There's also been lots of psychics that have prophesied between October and November 2024. So all roads seem to be leading to next year at some point that this changeover is going to take place. And what this represents is a mass awakening on this planet. Now, I'm sticking to the date I was given over 2.5 years ago, which is June, July. But next year, we're going to see some massive changes here on Earth, changes like you've never seen before. You're going to see two timelines open up, and everybody plays their role here on Earth, but not all of our species is going to make it onto the 5D timeline. There's going to be a percentage which stays on the 3D timeline, but you're going to be offered a choice. And you'll be looking at timeline 1, which represents people who are still in 3D, who are controlled on CBDCs and who are perhaps living in smart cities. You're then going to have timeline 2, which represents sovereignty, freedom, and ultimately in time represents the new Earth. So this duality reality that we live in requires your free will. So you're going to get to choose what timeline you're going to be operating on. So this choice is going to be a fork in the road, and it's not going to be for everybody. So some people will choose timeline 1, end up in smart cities on CBDCs, and then there will be people who choose and elect timeline 2, which represents sovereignty and freedom. In time, it's timeline 2 which prevails and becomes anchored in as the main timeline for Earth, but we get to choose. And there will probably be some coercion, some pressure, just like we've seen over the last sort of 3 years. But if you stick to your guns, if you kind of know which timeline you're going to be anchoring, you'll ultimately be operating with 5th dimensional consciousness in 5D. We will be operating within different frequency bands on the same planet. So we will be co-inhabiting this planet with people still in 3D, but we may as well be on different planets. And so this is how it's going to play out. We're in the sort of last days of the old empire, etc. This year is going to be eventful. Next year is going to be fantastic. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.